Illusory Traces Week 2 is kind of a mystery. I've been playing this game for about more than a year, yet I still don't know what to think about Week 2. Good news in the long run that you won't have to play Week 2 at all after you break the bank, which means that you take all the 600,000 replenishable coins, because then it just won't matter. But on a new account, does it matter at all? Does it not matter? We will figure this out in the current video. Alright, this game mode. For those who know or don't know, during week 1, what happens is that you go to the castle, attack it 10 times. You see that my individual damage has been kind of appalling. You can increase your damage big time if you have units like Eurogumo, for example. But to me, it was just not a big deal. I did my 10 battles, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. And my comparative damage is basically 0%. Some others had higher damage. I think it's because I don't wake up early enough, and once damage is 100%, then whatever you do is just 0%. But those not early birds like me, you know, I need to sacrifice this. However, I've never, ever benefited from doing an early damage. I did my 10 battles though, which means that in theory, I get some extra buffs, and then I hit the dragons 20 times, I get the coins, you know the drill. But then what happens during week 2? There you have 8 opponents. Always 8. And then the question is what to do with these 8 opponents. Well, attack them, fine. Initially, it won't make a difference. All you need to do, click on an opponent. Most likely you will be able to cover easy, because with medium and hard you need a lot more stars. Let's see. Here only 24 stars, for medium you need 36, and for hard you need I think 40 something, I don't know. Unless all of your units are 6 star, you won't be able to do this. Now I switch to my rampart formation. And you see that we got 28 out of 24 stars. You see as well that this is a really evil game mode. Okay, the reason why it's evil is that I don't want to have 20 different formations. I'm more than happy with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 formations. First formation is my main one, and the next 5 are gonna be the formations that basically require all 8 units to be of the same union. Now, if you wanted to play this game well, in that case you will do the following. You create a new formation. That's the 7th formation for me. You go to the heroes and you find your best possible hero. You know, for example, here is Mephala. Mephala is good. Why did I select Mephala in the meantime without units? Because I remembered that something happened to Mephala, and in the meantime, don't forget about upgrading. You know, I think I got Mephala 3-starred. So for Rampart, we might as well, that's not bad, but this is purple. Okay, getting back to the topic, I might as well just 3-star Mephala straight away. Come on, where is the dot? I'm looking for the dot. Here is the dot. It's just, this wheel is, you know, wheel and user friendliness. It's good for tabs, but not good in general. So I could rank up Mephala. I mean, better than Gallo at this stage. Maybe give some support. It doesn't matter that much because it will be weak either way, like super weak. I have more than enough spell scrolls because I'm waiting for a generation 3.5 hero. Possibly multiple of them. And then we have the 4-star adjutants. Okay, so now we go back to Illusory Traces. Here it is. And then go back to the same unit. All of them are gonna be live today. Tomorrow they may be order, the day after they may be something else. So you go here, you know that you won't make the 36 stars, so you might as well just do the 24 stars. And then you filter guild and life, same symbol. And then, oh wait a minute, formation. So you select that formation that I was talking about. Mephala is now 3-star. The union has been selected. So you place units that belong to the union. Inferno doesn't belong to the union, but as an alt, you can use its commanders and champions. Not the Divine Heralds though. This is a good one. And now you see 2 out of 6. Let's see any larger stars. So I'm looking for the largest stars at the moment. Not the strongest units, but the largest stars, because after 6 units I want to get rid of the star requirements, that's all. And then, I don't know, dwarf maybe. This is good because this unit can be placed anywhere, front row, back row. So chargers are good wildcards. This is not gonna be enough. And unfortunately I only have 3-star units. This implies that no matter what, I'll have to place a 7th unit in here. And then you're free to choose the 8th unit, and this is where it comes becomes a bit strange. So you go back to faction, you click here, because in the unions you cannot reset the formation thing, and then you select the specific unit that you're looking for that deals the most damage. In my case, it can be Wasteland Walker, it can be Rat Lord, it can be this Fortress unit. I haven't decided, these 3 or the Wyvern. It has to be tested. If it was Yorogumo, you had Yorogumo, then it would be Yorogumo. Bring it in every single battle. I will get the Rat Lord at this stage. So this means 25 out of 24 star, the requirements have been met. But these units are not live, so Rat Lord, so it doesn't count towards the star requirement. So I cannot just take in this unit, because then we would be short on stars. So I need to take back the dwarf. Where is the dwarf? It's even blue at the moment. You can add any units you want to the backup formation, it really doesn't matter at this stage. Preferably 2 attackers. You see, because then offensive level 1 is unlocked. Don't have adjutants yet. Mephala will be an adjutant one day. And let's battle. And you see, we've fulfilled all the requirements. We battle 10 times in total. And the question is, why are we doing this? What's the point? And I haven't figured it out yet, whether it's worth doing. Okay, we got some easy mission completed, and then you sweep 9 times, that's it. We've managed to damage like 0.01% of all the health meter of the opponent, fine. This seems to be some collective effort, I thought at first. But there are some accounts, and my EU256 account is like that. When I attack the unit, I would kill it immediately. So I have to click 8 times, up to 8 times. And then 8 more units appear. And then I have to click them and I do my 10 battles. And what do I get in return? Almost nothing. A couple of these replenishable coins, like minimal. To me, it looks very much like this has been my experience throughout the whole game, no matter whether it's early game, mid game, late game. Most of the coins come from attacking the dragons, and a little bit of like minimal amount of coins come from these second week activities. But it's so minimal that I don't even know if it's worth doing this at all, or it's just we save time. After all, we have more than enough game mode, and then we just skip this. I'm tempted to skip this. Let me know your experience, whether this matters at all. Illusory Traces has been one of the game modes where it's a bit vague. You see, you get some amazing story, phase 1, phase 2, attack, defense, whatever, but you get a diary. Like, it's not a rule set. Registration phase, the worst thing you do is if you miss the registration, obviously. Yeah, so sieging and so on. And there you see the reward, sieging. But this has never been significant to me at all. Except the dragon replenishment. That's significant, that's the only thing. Because you see, like, what is going on here? In here, so it says Wednesday of week 1 at 5 to Saturday of week 1 at 5. There are some monsters. I've seen that screen once. But have they cleared all the monsters in the morning and I don't get anything? So this is either buggy or it just never occurs to me. Reward only Monday week 5, fine. Or week 2. Each zone will be split into 4 factions. Amazing. There will be 5 obstructing monsters within each faction's range. Where are the 5 monsters? I've never seen them. Lords belonging to each faction must clear the monsters within their faction's range before they can help to clear monsters within the range of other factions. That's week 1, this is week 2. In week 1 you see 4 castles, and then you clear the monsters. But by the time I wake up, all I have is the castle with no monsters and the dragons, and that's it. So maybe I'm missing something, but maybe most people are missing the same things, that's the issue. And that's kind of a serious issue. So you see, that's the information box, that's a sieging. And then guild missions refresh daily, but there hasn't been a day when I could complete anything other than attacking the main castle, and for that I usually get 10 points in here. Mission tally. For attacking this middle one. Monster wave 1 sieges the city, this is one thing, fine. This is week 2. Now let's see the defending part. Monday of week 2 to Thursday of week 2 daily. Reward tally, Friday of week 2, fine. City's overall endurance is 100%. Each day undefeated siege monsters will attack the city at 5. City endurance refreshes at 6. A siege monster becomes weak when their HP is below half of their max HP. Then they deal reuse damage. Lords can check their current amount of damage, estimated siege damage. When all of the siege monsters for a given day have been defeated, fleeing soldiers will be spawned. These are the fleeing soldiers, not the... so we just see the fleeing, we don't see the siege in action. And if you... there has never been a server, I think this is a cross-server game mode, and as soon as they become available, they immediately get killed. Those siege monsters. And therefore, I never get to enjoy this game mode, like at all. Guild missions are refreshed at 6. Rewards will be tallied. Yeah, that's when I sleep. Base reward is 1,500 illusory coins. Every 100 endurance also corresponds to a refund of 6,000. So you see like 4 digits, and then you have some percentages, whatever. But even if we get everything, like the 6,000, does it matter? Because in a matter of like 10 illusory traces or so, you break the bank and you get 100,000 illusory coins per fight, one dragon fight. So my argument is, this game mode doesn't matter, it's a skip. If you make it more player friendly, go for it. Then I may consider playing it. But other than that, doing my 10 battles, it just doesn't matter at all. That's why I'm gonna skip this. Write it in the comments if you think this is wrong. Write it in the comments if you know what is going on, because you know you have some advice, because then I'll create another video after testing it. But according to my experience, even if I do the battle, the effect is gonna be negligible. may get some coins, but then that's all. So I would rather save my precious time.